some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will get the first possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Dogs want to crank the tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So Oklahoma's offense will take the field for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire.
Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Under fire. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Key. Fires to the middle. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Oh, he dropped it. And what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Key. Going deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Rides the back and leaves it. Quick spin on the ride.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Georgia sends out the punt team.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Key. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a...
It's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He's got an open man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kidd Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arkansas State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
To the air on first down. The line just tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Here's the pressure. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now here, second and long. Back to pass, it's Key. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Offense changing the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He turns that loose down the right side.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll start this drive with a pass. Rush is on him. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Georgia sends out the punt team. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Key. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. Complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Bring in the heat. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense is really good bad.
It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the Sooners want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these.
There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking downfield, it's Key. They'll run the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. So 1st down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. We saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other. And D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. forcing the incompletion. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on fourth down. Gets it out fast. Turning it on! They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got the quick pass. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
The run from the shotgun. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Snagged out of the air. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down from the 36. We use the term field goal range, but if you keep missing the field goals, you're not in range, so the offense will go for it. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Yeah, they decide to go for a fourth down, and they get rewarded. He makes a quick decision, gets the first down. Nice job by this offense, and specifically the QB making a nice read.
Pulls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
big tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Sooners. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle. Back on.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here comes the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Provo. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and lead the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Dogs look to keep this drive humming. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Under fire. Throwing right. He's got it. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Weeks. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Just keep slinging it. Under fire. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here's the pressure. Got it behind the line. It's Weeks. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. And this could be the final chance to get on the board with a touchdown. It is 4th and goal. He wants to throw it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse Parker, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Key. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
All right, defense. So you're saying there's a chance. Like, we got to stop. We're way down. We got to make something happen fast. But the offense just gave us the football on their side of the field. Man, you got to go take advantage of this right now.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how...
Gonna take a shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.